Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, and one I'm super excited for because we haven't done one of these in ages. Today we are doing another 24-hour readathon. I think the last one of these I did was at the start of the summer, and now it's like October, so we're going to get some like spooky vibes going. Very excited, and yeah, I can't wait to do it again. So the time is just coming up to 12:30, like midday, so I think I'm going to start it then, but I thought before that I'll just chat with you guys about my TBR. So I am doing really well this month at getting through my TBR from my TBR wheel video. I think this might be the first month in a while that I can get all of them done, so I'm going to hopefully use this video to help me do that a bit. I've got a couple of books I want to finish and other ones I want to get through. I want some kind of like overall spooky vibes, not like every single book, but I'll just chat to you guys about it. So firstly, this one is for another video. I've got basically about 40 pages left of Babel, so I'm probably going to really quickly finish this one off. I won't talk about it here because it's for another video that I'm kind of like filming. It's taking me a little while to film, but I wanted to do this whilst I have 2 free days. I thought it would be fun. I'm going to be doing it basically until 12 tomorrow. I'm not going to be trying to stay up too late, but I will hopefully get a decent amount of reading done still, and just kind of like a general how much can I read in the 24-hour period rather than 24 set hours. So anyway, Babel I want to read. I also would love to finish off 6 Scorched Roses, which is the novella in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I am a little bit of the way through this. This is on a previous TBR, and I do also want to hopefully read a couple books from previous TBRs. I'm on page 50, which is like 26% of the way through, because I'm doing a video at the end of the year where I read everything on a TBR of the whole year. So hopefully, to make that easier for myself, I will read a few more of them before that video comes around. So I've got a few on my Kindle, like The Inmate, Mr. Mercedes, things like that I might pick up as well, depending on how I'm feeling, if I want a change of like format. I like to have an audiobook as well going. I'm partway through The Shining, which I do have the audiobook for. Very much spooky vibes. I'm about 100 pages into this, and I have the audiobook on Spotify, so I'm probably going to be using that when I want a little break from reading physically and I need to do something that I can listen to an audiobook during. I know I want to go into town at one point to get a couple bits, so I think I will listen to it then. So those are ones that I know I'll definitely get to, and then other ones I'm hoping to get to, basically anything on my TBR for this month. I think priority TBR would be My Best Friend's Exorcism for the spooky vibes. I've also got Notes on an Execution and The Three Dahlias. This is more of like a literary thriller, and I believe this is more of a mystery. So they would both be fun. And then these two I'm not so keen on, but I do have to read this month. We've got The Versions of Us by Laura Barnett and Dream On by Angie Hockman. And I do also, another one, want to read Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle. This isn't on a TBR, but it's like a horror book. It's only about 300 pages, and I bought it recently and I'm really excited about it. So this is everything we could pick up. We've got a lot of options here, as well as these 3 books here as well. So we've got a lot to start off with. It's now bang on 12:30, so I think I'm going to finish the last few pages of Babel and then probably move on to finish 6 Scorched Roses, because I think I can knock them both out quickly, and they're both in my currently reading, so I do want to get rid of them. And then I'll probably move on to one of these and start reading more whole books for this video, I guess. So yeah, I will catch up with you when I have some more updates probably. Okay, so I finished Babel, and I just read like maybe 20-30 pages of 6 Scorched Roses. Now I'm going to head into town. I'm starting to feel sleepy and I don't want to have a nap this afternoon, so I'm going to head into town, hopefully wake myself up, because it's freezing outside, so it probably will wake me up, and also get like an energy drink and some snacks and stuff whilst I'm there. It's now like 1:30, so we've been going for about an hour. Pretty good progress I think so far. And yeah, I'm just going to listen to the Shining audiobook as I get everything I need to. Okay, lots of updates to be had. I went into town. I got through about 40 pages worth of my audiobook, I think, when I checked in my physical book how much I'd done. Bought some bits for my dinner, like some salady stuff and a new beauty blender, because I found mold or like little black dots on my beauty blender, guys. Ooh, straight in the bin. So I bought a new one, obviously, and yeah, got myself a little bubble tea, which is now completely gone, and then started reading the 6 Scorched Roses novella. I got about maybe 40 pages in before I started like falling asleep as I read it, so I took a nap. I'm back now and I just finished it off completely. It's now 4:30, like 4:20, so we're not doing too badly for time. I was in town for just over an hour, so yeah, I was just looking at the end of this novella, and she's like talking in the author's note about her other series, and then there's a page of like also by Carissa Broadbent, and it's the Crowns of Night series, which is Seven and the Wings of Night, Ashton the Stark-Eyed King, and this is a novella that comes between them. And then it says books 3 to 6 coming soon. 6 books. I thought it was a duology and then I'd be able to like tick it off my little series spreadsheet and be like done. 6 books. I mean, I love the first one, so I'm excited to read more from her, but oh my god, I thought it was like a nice little short series. Nope, 6 books, Jesus. And then she's got another trilogy, but oh my god, that is a lot. Anyway, I'm going to tick that one off now, and I haven't really been updating. I've got like a little spreadsheet on my Notion about all the books I've read, my ratings, etc., and I haven't really updated that for a good 2 months, so I think I'm going to pop on the audiobook just for maybe like 10-15 minutes whilst I update that, because I don't want to jump straight into another physical like reading book, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that now, but oh my god, I cannot believe that it's going to be a 6-book series. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to give it like 4 stars. I really did enjoy it, and I thought it was super fun and very cute, and I love the little romance. It's definitely more romance based than the other one. The first book, Seven and the Wings of Night, is like romantasy heavy on the fantasy and vampires, and this one is romantasy heavy on the romance, also vampires, but still. So yeah, it still fits in with spooky vibes as well because it's vampires. So yeah, going to do a little bit of like organising stuff now, and yeah, did enjoy that one.
Under the heat, I'm half awake. I've been hung up on yesterdays. Woke up at noon, I'm in a daze.
Hey guys, so it's a little bit later. Sorry about the mess. You can see my clothes hanging up. Time wise, it's now about 6:15, so I have had a bit of time not reading, like getting a video posted and stuff, but I am making my way through The Shining. I am now on page 204 and it's very slow. I feel like if I didn't have the audiobook, I'd be very bored. Like, firstly, I mean, the text on these pages is very small anyway, but yeah, it's like very slow, a lot of setup. Like, we're 200 pages in and nothing scary, like really scary, actually scary, has happened. Sorry about the lighting, by the way. You've got like my sunset lamp on, like just to set the vibes, do you know what I mean? But yeah, like nothing's really happened so far. So yeah, very slow, not what I was really expecting. It's literally all been set up so far. So yeah, I'm intrigued to carry on, but yeah, definitely a little bit perplexed as to why nothing's really happened. That is like a 500-page book. I'm 200 pages in, like it looks like I've literally read nothing. Anyway, now I'm going to move on to a different book though, because I'm going to focus on that one via audio, and I'm going to start My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I'm really excited for this. This is a 5-star prediction and on my TBR for this month, so happy that I'm getting round to it. Cover is incredible. I believe this is pretty much just like an 80s horror book, like campy fun horror, I believe. I'm really excited to give it a go. I'm hoping to love it. I definitely think I should be able to finish it tonight as long as all goes well. I'm just going to get started with this one.
We'll keep on pushing anyways. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion. I'm being carried by the wake.
This is so embarrassing. It's not meant to be sad, but I'm crying because we're like on the first chapter and no one's come to her 10th birthday. I don't know why, but stuff like this really makes me sad. I know it's fine. I know it's not real, but like, I just can't. It's so sad. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself together now and continue on with this horror book. Okay, so I'm about 43 pages into My Best Friend's Exorcism and very much enjoying it so far. I'm just about to head out to the gym, so we'll probably listen to more of The Shining when I'm there. Just a little update, but yeah, really enjoying this one so far. So excited to pick it back up when I'm back, and hopefully I'll get a decent way through The Shining as well. So yeah, good vibes, good vibes.
So hold me like
Morning. It's been a while since we last spoke, but I've got a little bit more reading done last night and this morning. I've decided, because I didn't get quite as much done as I wanted to yesterday, I'm going to basically take the time, like 8 hours that I was asleep, and add that onto today. So instead of finishing at 12:30, I'm going to finish at like 8:30, 9ish, because I think that's like full 24-hour vibes. But I'm now halfway through My Best Friend's Exorcism. I got really distracted last night with my flatmates and stuff, but I'm on page 182 and I'm definitely enjoying it. It's not my favourite from Grady Hendrix. I definitely don't think I like it personally as much as Final Girl Support Group or Horror Store. It's definitely like similar to, I think it's more similar to Southern Book Club's Guys Slaying Vampires than the other two, if that makes sense. So I think if you like that one, you'll like this. It's definitely very frustrating, but I'm definitely very like curious to see where it goes. It's not proper horror yet, I wouldn't say. It's more kind of realism, I guess, like kind of realistic horror kind of vibes. Like obviously I know it's going to go more demon possession route in the future, I presume. But yeah, I'm going to probably sit down and finish this now. I'm hoping to finish this, The Shining, and then maybe 2 other books. We'll see. But yeah, probably just going to sit straight down now and finish this one this morning. Good morning. I'm now all up out the shower, etc, etc, and I did finish my best friend's Exorcism today, and to be honest, it was a little bit disappointing. I gave this one a 3.5. I was really expecting like 5-star energy. This was on my TBR as a 5-star prediction, but I think, I don't know, I just must not like Grady Hendrix's most popular stuff, because this and Southern Book Club's Guide, I felt very similarly about both of them. Like, there are parts of them that I just found like irritating to read, and I know that's kind of partly the intention, like not all the characters are meant to be likeable and stuff, but like, I don't know why, it just really annoyed me. Like the way most of the characters were behaving. I know a lot of it is probably realistic, but like, I don't know why, it just annoyed me. Overall, I did enjoy it. Like with Southern Book Club's Guide, I feel like there was so much build up, and then like the actual horror parts only came towards the end, and I wouldn't even really necessarily call this a horror novel. Like, I didn't really find it like scary at all. Like, obviously there's stuff about like demonic possession, but it wasn't necessarily in like the stereotypical like Conjuring type of way, if that makes sense. But either way, I still did enjoy it. I had a fun time with it. I don't know if I mentioned, but I gave it a 3.5. We're basically following Abby and Gretchen from Abby's perspective, but like in third person, where Gretchen has started acting really weirdly, and Abby basically thinks that she's possessed, and that's kind of where the story follows from here. I feel like up until like at least 3/4 of the way through, similarly to the Southern Book Club's Guide, that's only where like the actual action started, and I would have kind of loved it to be a bit longer. So yeah, this is also one of his older books. I mean, I really liked his most recent release, so I definitely think I'll keep reading his books and stuff, but yeah, this one was just a little bit disappointing, unfortunately. Also with The Shining, I don't know when I last updated you. I definitely should finish this today. I think I'm on page 255, and also nothing has happened. Like, literally nothing has happened. So I don't really know where this is going. Like, I don't think this is very good. Sorry, I know it's a Stephen King, but like, I actually don't think it's a very good book as a horror novel, because nothing scary's happened, and it's all just been set up for like this amount of pages. Like, there's been no actual horror really, besides like one maybe tiny incident, which wasn't even really that horror-y, not really scary. But anyway, yeah, so that one is just ticking through. This is like a 3 stars if that for me at the moment, which is surprising. But now I'm going to pick my next physical read, and I have 3 main options really. These are the 3 that I've got left off my TBR that I am most interested in. So firstly, we've got Dream On. This is just kind of like a casual, easy romance. It's got 338 pages, so I just want to compare because I don't want to be reading something really long. The text on that is like kind of medium sized. The text in this one is absolutely tiny. This is Notes on an Execution. This has got 306 pages, but obviously the text is very small. And then we've got The Three Dahlias by Katie Watson. The text in this is kind of normal, but it's got 360 pages, I guess. So I don't really know what I'm feeling, to be honest. I might actually have a look up at the audiobooks to see which is the longest and shortest. I presume Dream On will be shortest, but I don't really know if I'm feeling those vibes. Plus, they're not really spooky vibes, are they? So this is actually a shorter audiobook, which is interesting. I really don't know which to pick. I think I'm actually going to go with Notes on an Execution. That took me a long time to decide. But yeah, I'm going to give this a go. I know the text is small, but I'm going to give this one a read. So I'll put both these back. I might get around to one of these other ones, but I'm not too sure in this video. If not, you'll see them in a video in a couple of weeks because they are on the TBR. But yeah, that's what we're going to start next. Okie dokie, it's about 3 p.m. now. I'm more through The Shining as always. I'm on page 311. Still not liking it that much. Still thinking it's a bit boring, but we are even further through now. So definitely that one should be done today. And then Notes on an Execution, I am currently on page 72, and I'm definitely enjoying it. It's a little bit slow. We're kind of seeing basically the man in prison in a chapter, and then we flash back to kind of a woman that he's impacted. I guess it's about like a serial killer, kind of talking about his mum and seeing like just like women that he's interacted with, I guess. It says, as the clock ticks down, a mother, a sister, a detective reckon with the choices that culminate in tragedy, the impact on those in its wake, and the possibility of redemption. So all sounds interesting. I'm excited to continue on with this. I'm not 100% sure we're going to get through a full another book after this, but I definitely want to finish this one off today and then maybe start another one. I'm not too sure. I'm still happy. We finished Babel. I know I didn't have much left in there, but I finished that. I finished 6 Scorched Roses, which was like basically the whole novella. I wasn't really far into it. Finished Best Friend's Exorcism. I should finish this one, and I should finish The Shining too. So those are my solid goals, and then hopefully to maybe start another one. We'll see. But yeah, I will keep you updated. I'm probably going to take a tiny little break now. I've just been reading The Shining as I got my room all tidied up. It's all very neat now, which I'm all pleased with. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit, probably when I'm picking up Notes on Execution again. Hey guys, so sorry if the lighting's a bit dodgy. I've had to put on some of my room lights because it is getting darker earlier now. It's now about 6ish and I have finished The Shining. I don't want to talk about it right now. Like, I hated it. I'll talk about it in the wrap up. Like, I just don't want to speak about it. Ugh, it was just so boring, but I'll let myself gather some more thoughts and speak about that in the wrap up. But I am now pretty much smack bang halfway through Notes on an Execution. I'm on page 167, which is like this much through, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's actually really good. Probably, like, if I'm thinking about it, out of the books that I've read, like, obviously I'm not going to include Babel, I think this is probably like the highlight of the video. Like, this is super good, very intriguing. We've kind of got all the different perspectives now, and then we're kind of like flitting back to people at different times, in different timelines, and it's really fun, kind of like a holistic view of all of these people's lives. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Basically, I think I'm pretty much going to sit down and finish this now. I'm not sure, I definitely don't think I'm going to start another book. I'm not 100% sure whether I'll finish this bang on 8:30, but if it takes me a little bit longer, I will just finish it off. Like, I think I'll be done by 9, definitely. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. So yeah, it definitely says a lot about like true crime and about like the impact of serial killers and like people's obsession with serial killers and stuff. Like, it's really interesting. There's an essay at the back as well that I really want to read from the author, like it says here, so I'll read that as well. And yeah, I'm super excited to carry on with it, so I'm probably just going to sit here and read a little bit more. I've got my little coffee and I'm very excited to carry on with that. I'm really enjoying it.
Ocean, I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away.
Hey guys, so I do have to admit, it is the next day. I did finish Notes on an Execution just after like maybe like 8:45, 9ish, and then my flatmate came in and I was talking to her, and then I completely forgot to end this vlog, so I'm very sorry. But we have now completed my 24-hour readathon. I definitely had a lot of fun doing this. I know I said at the start I hadn't done it in ages. I'm pretty sure I did one like the Instagram controls my 24-hour readathon like 2 months ago, so not that long ago, but I am still really excited to have done another one, and I'm definitely going to be doing more in the future. They're so much fun and they're a great way to get through the TBR. So we did a lot of good reading in this video. This is every book that we finished, as well as 6 Scorched Roses on my Kindle. So I'm going to run through them quickly. Obviously I only read about 40-50 pages of Babel. I won't talk about my rating here, but you'll see it in my next reading vlog. I then read 6 Scorched Roses, which I think I gave a 4. I cannot remember, and it was literally day before yesterday. So yes, I gave it a 4 stars. I definitely really enjoyed that. I thought it was a really fun little romance, and I'm definitely interested to see how those characters play into the proper full book in the series. Then I read my best friend's Exorcism, which was unfortunately very disappointing for me. It was a very easy read, but I just thought it was going to be 5 stars, and it was a 3.5. I just found it a little bit dull at points, unfortunately. So this was a bit of a sad one. We won't talk about it for too long. Oh god. I said in my Goodreads review, I have nothing positive to say about this book. It wasn't scary at any point. I was expecting a lot of kind of iconic things from the movie to happen, and they didn't. There was no twins. There was no like little toddler riding a bike, as far as I was aware. It also was like not scary. It was just kind of like a horrific abusive man being horrific, kind of. Like, really, like, it was just a story of like an alcoholic father who's an awful person, and his family that were there. Like, it just was not good. Like, it was actually really incredibly boring. Like, I found it very much like aggressively written by a man. Like, the mention of boobs constantly, like in so frequently, even in like unnecessary ways. Like, I think at one point one of the characters was gripping the steering wheel like the boob of a loved woman or something like that, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, actually, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? And it was just ridiculous. I have 3 more Stephen King books I think to read this month or next month, which is going to be so thrilling for me because I hated this one with a burning passion. 1 star. One of the worst books, will be in my worst books of the year video. How does this have so much hype? Like, I do not understand why it's so popular. It wasn't scary at all. Like, it was like on the same level as scary as this, and this is like campy fun horror. Like, this is meant to be terrifying. I do think I know the movie's probably amazing. I don't want to watch the movie. I haven't seen that either. I have full faith that the movie is significantly better and scarier than the book. But yeah, like, firstly, it didn't get, like, nothing remotely scary happened until this point, and then you started seeing like paranormally stuff, I guess. It's like 500 pages of just drivel and description and annoying characters, unlikable characters, and just like, ugh, like, it was horrible. It was awful. Like, it was so bad. I'm sorry, like, I don't normally slate books, but like, this is so popular. Like, I do not think, you know, my negative review is going to impact Stephen King. Like, I'd never do this on like an indie debut author, but like awful. Like, this is going, I was gonna say in the bin, it's not. It will go to the charity shop at the end of the year. Like, there's no way. Like, this is horrible. Like, it was actually an awful book. I mean, maybe I'll keep it on my shelf because it's kind of iconic, but like it's so, like, it was just so boring. If I didn't have the audiobook, I would have 100% DNF'd this, and I never DNF. Like, I very much power through books. Thank God I had the audiobook. It actually read reasonably quickly for a 500-page book. I'm pretty sure it's like only 15 hours long, which is normally the length of like 400-page bookish, maybe, I don't know, but like, I feel like it read quickly. Every time I'd listen to the audiobook, I'd be moving my like bookmark quite significantly through the book. But yeah, it's done. It's a book added to my Goodreads goal. Like, I hated it. Like, it's so bad. I have nothing, like, I literally have nothing positive to say. Like, I can't think of one good thing about it, and that's so rare. Like, it's so rare that I can normally think of a decently positive thing about a book, but even books I don't like Breast and Eggs, I love what it was saying. You know, The Vegetarian, like, I thought, like, you know, it was an interesting concept. Like, this is like what? Fucking boring. Anyway, sorry, I just feel like so aggressively about that because like I had such high expectations because it's like iconic. But anyway, then I read Notes on Execution, which was significantly better. This was a really excellent book. I'm gonna give this a 4.5 stars. I loved it. There's a little author essay at the back talking about kind of like her mindset of creating the book and whether she wanted to like include the serial killer's perspective, because she was trying to talk about women and stuff, and I thought that was so interesting. And yeah, it was just really excellent. I loved that this highlighted the kind of women and the kind of nuance to, like, you know, death penalty, crime, like prison. It didn't really talk about prison too much, but I mean, like, just like, you know, serial killers, like the obsession is with the man. The women are always like forgotten. Like, the only thing that kind of ties them together is this man that's murdered them, pretty much. So it's a very interesting concept, a very interesting discussion that I'm definitely very interested in. As someone who used to be like heavy into true crime, I'm not really anymore, just because I don't really like, you know, morally. I only really watch Kendall Ray in terms of true crime, just because I like the way that I think she does it very ethically, whereas I don't think that's the case for a lot of other outlets. But yeah, no, I really did enjoy this one. I thought the discussions were really interesting. I'd love to read a non-fiction kind of talking about this type of thing, so if anyone knows any, do let me know. But yeah, I really love that it highlighted the women. Like, it's a complicated thing because for his mother in this book, like, obviously you know that your son is a murderer, you don't agree with that at all whatsoever, but like, you still have these memories of this person who was not that, like, as a child and stuff like that. It's very complicated. You still have like love for that child whilst feeling completely differently about this adult man. And yeah, it was really interesting. I really enjoyed it. I love the discussions, and yeah, excellent book. So I definitely recommend this one. I think it did quite well in the Goodreads Choice Awards, and I believe it was also Thrill of the Month earlier in the year for Waterstones. I think that's when I picked it up. So yeah, I was actually surprised it only had 80,000 ratings, which I know is a lot, but like not as much as I thought it would have, because I thought it was a lot bigger of a book. But yeah, highly recommend this one. This was excellent. So yeah, those were all the books I got round to. Let me know if you guys have read any of these, what you think. And yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy seeing this 24-hour readathon. I'm definitely going to be doing more. They're so much fun, and they help me really bash out my TBR. Like, I got all these books off my TBR in like a day and a half, pretty much. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you turn on all notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. And if you want to watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen to pick from, and a load linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.